Good morning, everybody. Welcome back for another War Thunder air battle and another apparently battle on the surface of Mars, as we discussed in chat here. This was, as the title says, my second sortie ever in the BF-110 G-2. And after the first one resulted in a head-on with a P-40F that killed me from 1.2 kilometers out, which was, awesome. I took a little break and then I came back an hour or two later and took it up again for a second chance, and it got a lot better. So this was from the 17th of June 2018, and I knew from the dev server when I previewed the BF-110 G2 that it was going to be an exciting airplane and a lot of fun to play. And so far, at this point, as of me narrating this video right now, I have flown this thing out 3 total times. The first one where I got killed in the head-on from 1.2 kilometers out. This second battle right here, and then I just did an air arcade assault where we won and I got a crap ton more research for it. So I am in love with the BF-110 G2 so far, and I think it's only going to get better. I don't have it fully spaded out yet, but I don't think it's going to take very long. So it doesn't take too long to get to the action here, so I'm actually not going to skip ahead just so you can see how quickly the fight did happen. But I will say again that the amount of ground and extra gun pod modifications that the BF-110 G2 can get is just absolutely beautiful. What a formidable 3.7 heavy fighter and ground attacker this thing is. So as we're cruising forward here a little bit, I'm just kind of keeping my eyes open for any bombers or anything else. And I just happened to look down by chance and notice a bunch of bomb damage and some tracer fire at our friendly bomb zone down there. So I decided to roll in and check it out because there didn't seem to be any friendlies nearby at low altitude. So I'm figuring, okay, there's some sort of ground attacker, fighter or something down there that's got a couple bombs and did some damage. Also, I took a screenshot here just because the color of my plane and the color of the terrain down there almost totally matched each other, and I thought it was hilarious. So there we have an A-20G, and there's another A-20G, and there's a third A-20G. We've got us a squad of A-20Gs down here. Time to go get involved in some action with some relatively dangerous tailgun equipped aircraft. But I am pretty confident in my G2, even though I really haven't done much with it up to this point. So I had to decide which one to go after. This one ended up being the best candidate, and within just a few shots of the 20s and 30s together, boy, that was that. Beautiful. This is a completely stock airplane. I had some research done on the radiators, but I didn't have the radiators unlocked yet, so that was it. So I elected to use the speed from my dive to climb up again, and I was pulling away when all of a sudden some shots come at me from a second A-20. And I reversed my turn here and rolled away from him, which threw off his gun. And then here comes the other one coming head on at me, so lined up on him, let him have some 20s and 30s to the face. And God knows how I avoided colliding with his wreckage there, but there's the second out of the three squad there. And as I roll back to take a look at the third one and figure out what I need to do to attack him, I notice that I've got some friends showing up, and well, that works just fine. That's all 3 A-20s dealt with, although I kind of would have preferred not everyone dove after him, but I'm not going to get too mad about it. I don't think I probably would have pulled off the third kill. Maybe. But it would have been difficult. The nice thing here was that I do a damage check on my airplane after I look behind me just to see who's close. And there are no enemies close whatsoever. I've actually got time to climb back up to some altitude and cool my engines off a little bit. and reassess the situation. Now, the nice thing was, as I started saying, there's no damage to the controllability of my airplane or to the engines or the weapons or none of my crew members or anything somehow. So, beautifully, my airplane is completely flyable and totally functional. So, there is a little bit of a gap here before any activity starts out, so we'll skip ahead just a little bit. So as I got closer to where all the ground units and stuff are, I encountered this P-39, and I decided to move in and help out my guys here, as there's a P-40 overhead, so I'm kind of trying to drag the P-40 into the fight as well, because I don't really want to go one-on-one with a P-40, because I figure he can, even a P-40 can outmaneuver a double-engine heavy fighter like this. So I'm just trying to get closer to my teammates, lend assistance if I can, and hopefully drag the other guy with me. But he wasn't interested and he didn't follow me down, so. Moving in towards this F4F, pull up to take a snapshot at him, though I'm only going to take a real quick shot without taking too many rounds, because I don't want to throw off my teammates or steal their kill, because there's multiple guys chasing him. And they finished him very shortly thereafter, so I was glad I didn't do too much to disturb them. And as you can see, there's just a couple of enemies left, including this P-40 out ahead of me, and a PV-2 who's got a couple of kills, and an unknown, as far as we know, that no one has encountered yet and has almost no score. And there's the PV-2 in sight, coming this way in a hurry. So I'm going to try to build up some speed so I can make a snap-up attack at him as he passes me. And I don't have a very good angle on him, but I'm still going to try it. And then my teammate, or squad mate, in the C-202 gets on his tail, so I've got to be kind of careful with my aim here. Which I thought was actually pretty good, although nothing hit. And the C-202 took part of his wing off, but he was still flying along, so I put some shots at him to chase him. I was about to turn and roll away, and then I realized that the C-202 is on fire and going down. And, well, I can't let that stand. You've taken out my random squad mate. And I thought for sure that P-40 was going to be on me, but he didn't. Really close to taking some damage from the belly gunner there on the PV-2, but managed to get back up after him. And once I got the range down, there's not much you're going to do against 30 mil mine and Geschoss rounds. And there's my third kill of the battle, and there's the P-40 aimed close on me, and I've got no friendlies anywhere nearby. Well, one that's close, but not close enough. So it's time to run up the power and switch over to the tail gunner. Got a hit on him there, got a couple hits on him there, didn't seem to do much to him, then I lost the tail gunner. And I figure I'm in a lot of trouble here, so the best I can do is mark the guy, then he sets a serious fire in my left wing, which is obviously going to be fatal. So I marked him for the team and then cut the engines in an attempt to kill the power, which I knew wasn't going to work, and then he went down. But still, 3 kills in my second flyout ever. That's not bad. I can live with that. Oh wait, what's this? Make that 4 kills! And the game cut away there on its own, like it ended right there. It didn't continue with the exploding F4, unfortunately. Or P-40. So speaking of F4s, we'll watch the ending here. The final kill ends up being good job 0-1 here against the last remaining guy who was the P-40. And I'm including it just because it's rather a spectacular final kill. So this guy had run back to his airbase, landed, rearmed, refueled, taken off again, and then was hiding behind his airbase trying to lure our guys into the AAA trap. And Owen here actually managed to cut him off around the north of the airbase and get in between him and the airbase and chase him away, which I thought was pretty hilarious. So good work to... Good job, Owen, in fact. We lose contact with him right here, but watch what happens. You can hear him go by, and Owen rolls back around and picks him up again at an extremely close range, and watch this. Just ceases to be. Kaboom! And like I said, good job, Owen. Or like his name says. Well done to the team there. So there you have it. Ended in a first place, almost 4,000 research points, 59,000 lions. 4 kills in my second flyout ever. And there's the awards. And the battle log. Not bad at all. I think I'm going to really enjoy flying the BF-110 G-2. And there's the completed radiators, and then here's all the research mods that I unlocked with the amount of research I had for the end of the battle. Pretty exciting. Can't wait to spade this thing out and keep using it. It's also very useful in the daily arcade air assault, so hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and as usual, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.